Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I am sitting down to talk to you guys about all things postpartum. So I just had my 6-week postpartum appointment yesterday, and so I wanted to share with you guys the things that have made the postpartum period a little bit easier, things that I used this time that I didn't use the second time or the first time. And if you guys didn't know, I just gave birth to my third baby 6 weeks ago. And if you guys are new here, my name is Allie. I am a flight attendant here in the United States, and when I am not on maternity leave, I vlog about the flight attendant life, and I show you guys how I balance motherhood as well as being a mom all at the same time. So I hope that if you guys are interested in that, you guys subscribe and you click your notification bell, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So I'm going to show you guys everything that I recommend that you use postpartum. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this little bin that I kept in my bathroom. So I recommend that you get yourself a little bin and just have a little station where you keep all of these things handy so that you're not necessarily getting up, especially in those first few weeks where you're bleeding a lot. So the one thing that I wish I would have had when I first gave birth to my oldest back in 2012 was Depends. So these are from the brand Always, actually, and Always came out with their own little line, kind of like Depends did, but I guess they try to make them a little bit more cute and I don't know, more appealing to the eye, I guess. But I actually prefer the Depends. The Depends are a lot more comfortable. They feel like they're a lot more sturdy, and I just prefer those. But the last pack that I got was from Always, and this is just so much more convenient than having to wear like a big underwear and then a pad all the time. It's just everything in one, and you're not ruining like your underwear and stuff like that. So yeah, I highly recommend that before you go to the hospital, you get yourself a pack of either Depends or the Always. I think these are called Discreet, something like that. But I did have a pack with me right before I went to the hospital. I left it here, and then you can also take him to the hospital if you want, and I kind of wish I would have done that because sometimes the pad can kind of slide around, and this time around I bled a lot more than I did with any of my other babies, so to the point that it was a little bit concerning to the hospital because, you know, you don't want to bleed too much. So I was right there at the point where it was a little bit concerning. So I really wish I would have put these in my hospital bag. And I do have a what I used in my hospital bag video coming up. I didn't get to do a what's in my hospital bag video for this pregnancy. I just completely forgot. But confession, I haven't unpacked it yet because I have been wanting to show you guys what I actually used. So stay tuned for that video. You might have to play around with the sizes a little bit. I ended up getting a pack that was a little bit too big. So that's just something to keep in mind. The next thing is this little bottle. This is the bottle that I actually got from the hospital, and I filled it up with water to show you guys. But what you do is you fill it up with water, and those first few days, first few weeks, you can't necessarily be wiping yourself. So this is just the best way for you to be able to keep that area clean. And this is actually the one that they gave me in the hospital. So I just have it in this little basket, and whenever I would go to the bathroom, you just kind of like squirt, and then that's how you clean yourself. Once you are able to use anything else to keep that area clean, I would recommend getting some feminine wipes. I use the Always ones, or I use the Honey Pot sensitive wipes. I prefer these, to be honest with you. They're a little bit more expensive. I think these were like $8 and these are like $3.99 or something like that. So yeah, it's just whatever you guys prefer, but I would recommend just using something like this to keep that area clean in between showers. For the first few days, this is something that I got with my second baby, and honestly, I love the fact that it doesn't expire. It doesn't expire until August of this year of 2020, and I got this in 2018. So this is a little bit pricey. It's by the brand Earth Mama, and it's the perennial, I think that's how you say it, herbal perennial spray. So what you do is you use this to keep the area cool, especially because you're sore and it hurts. So especially when you go to the bathroom, I recommend that you use this spray every time right after you give birth. And then it also says in the bottle right here to use it with when it's cold, so put it in your freezer or in your refrigerator, and then it's just a little bit more cooling. So yeah, I highly recommend this right here. I wanted to give you guys an idea of what the pads that the hospital gives you look like. So this is the pad that the hospital gives you. So as you can see, it's a little bit more comfortable to wear the Depends or Always Discreet instead of wearing just like an underwear with a big pad. And then I know some people make their own I think they're called tucks, or tucks, I think that's what they're called, at home, so that they can protect their area and just use something a little bit more cooling. This is actually the perennial cold pack that I got from the hospital, and I got to use this a few times. I didn't really find the need to use it once I got home, but in the hospital I did. My hospital back in California, which is where I gave birth to my oldest son, gave me some witch hazel pads, and I was able to put that on top of my pad whenever I needed the comfort. This time around, I didn't really feel the need for it, but this is just to give you an idea. This is what they give you in the hospital, and if your nurse is willing to give you some to take home, I would definitely ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. If not, you can always buy them at the store, or I know you can make them yourself. A lot of YouTubers that I've seen have babies recently, they make them at home, so you could probably find a video like that somewhere on YouTube. The next thing I recommend using is something for your belly that has compression. So I have used compression leggings, and I've also used these little waist trainers right here. So this one is from Belly Fit. I use this one with Luca, and I like this one because it really holds everything in place. And they sent this to me back when I had Luca. This isn't sponsored or anything, but I still have it. So this is just what I used, and it has the little clips right here. But these are meant to help, kind of help everything go back into place, because everything's just been moved around from having a baby in there. So this definitely helps with back support, compression, and everything, and I need to use them more often. I just don't, out of pure laziness. One thing that was different this time around was that my insurance actually covered compression waistbands. So this is something that I got from my insurance. I use Aeroflow, which is what I use to get my pumps too. And what you do is you go and you put your insurance information, and they tell you whether you qualify or not. And you can order a pump, and you can order compression socks, I believe, and then you can use this postpartum compression band, which is what I chose to use. So again, this isn't sponsored or anything, but that's what you can do, and that saves you money. So they sent this to me, and again, I haven't used it as often as I should out of pure laziness, and it's just it's a lot. But people definitely recommend that you wear one of these after giving birth. These are the leggings that I used that were postpartum, and these are by the brand Blanky. Here, I left it right here so you guys can see. I ordered a size large. I could have sized down to a size medium just for a little bit more compression. Now that my belly went down, I don't feel like it offers a lot of compression, to be honest with you. So I definitely recommend sizing down. And I got these from the website. So it was back in November. They were having a Black Friday sale. These are very pricey for what they are. They are pretty much maternity and nursing postpartum leggings. So you can use them throughout your pregnancy, which I did, and you can use them postpartum because they do have compression, so everything is like held back in place. And then they're also for nursing, so like whenever you lift up your shirt and you have to feed your baby or pump or whatever, you don't have your whole belly exposed. So I really like these, but I believe they're like $60 something. I got them for Black Friday, and I think I got them for like $25 or something like that. So I got a good deal on them, which is why I bought them. I've been wanting these since I had Luca, so it's been a while. I couldn't get myself to spend that much money on maternity leggings. But if you don't mind spending the money, this is a good option. And definitely take into consideration that you might want to size down because of how your belly is going to shrink after you have the baby. I will have a video coming up where I show you guys all my pumping essentials. Like I said, I exclusively pump, so I've been doing it twice now. So I definitely have a few things that I recommend and things that I think you guys would benefit from, whether you pump full time like I do or you just pump every now and then. But I started using these Postnatal Lactation Plus. They're by the Honest Company. And I didn't use these before, so I thought these were vitamins. Honestly, when I first got them, I didn't put two and two together that they're to help with your milk supply. But I actually have been using them for a while, and I feel like they really do make a difference with keeping your supply up. I'm not a lactation consultant, so don't take my word for it. You can try it if you'd like, but definitely talk to your doctor, talk to a lactation consultant when it comes to your supply. but I do want to say that I recommend that you keep taking your prenatal vitamins. So I like to take some from Costco. It's a big bottle that I got from Costco. And then also this right here is good for your milk. So I have this lanolin. I prefer this one from Medela. I know that Lancino has one, but I prefer this one. I know some people like to use coconut oil for when their nipples get cracked and sore. I don't know how I feel about coconut oil, just because I don't know how I feel about the baby ingesting the coconut oil. But I have heard that any amount of coconut oil that the baby consumes isn't that alarming. Again, talk to your doctor, talk to a lactation consultant, pediatrician. I'm just telling you guys what I've heard. So just to keep it safe, I use the Medela, which is actually the one that the hospital gave me. This right here is what the hospital gives you. It's just a little like trial pack right here. And they gave me a whole bunch of these, like a whole bunch of these. But I had this from when I had Luca, and it's still good. It hasn't expired or anything. So this is just what I've been using, and it really makes a difference. It has natural ingredients, and it's safe for mom and baby. But I know there are other ones out there, but I definitely recommend using some sort of lanolin or anything to help with the nipple soreness. Speaking of pain, I ordered this time around, and I'm going to talk about this because a lot of people talk about it online, and because I saw everyone talking about it, I was influenced and I bought it myself. So this is the After Ease for Pregnancy Herbal Remedies by the brand Wish Garden. So what you do is you get this and you put a few drops into your drink, into your water, and this is supposed to help with your after birth contractions. So it is no joke how bad the contractions are. I've had 3 babies, and the contractions were bad the first time around, the second time around, the third time around, they were on a whole different level, like in a completely different level. I had to get like narcotics for the pain and ibuprofen. I only took the Norco like once or twice because it was that bad, but I had to have ibuprofen handy because my back was hurting. I had back labor, so the back labor was so bad that I was sore after having the baby, so I had to have ibuprofen. And the thing is that I started feeling better faster than I really was, if that makes sense. So I started to get a little bit of energy, so I would feel like I had all the energy to go do chores, clean my house, go for a walk. But really my body was like, hey, you just gave birth, sit down, calm down, take it easy. So I definitely had to have ibuprofen handy, so make sure that you talk to your doctor before you leave the hospital about anything to manage the pain. And again, I wanted to talk about these because I heard everyone talking about these online, and they taste disgusting. They are disgusting. Oh my goodness, they taste horrible. But I've heard that they help with the contractions. I didn't really see a difference. I don't know if I wasn't using enough drops, but maybe they might work for you. So I just thought that I would mention them, and it would be worth a mention, but they taste disgusting. So yeah, it's bad. But anyway, that is all I can think of right now. I don't think I can think about anything else other than wear comfortable clothing, take care of yourself during this very fragile time. Your body just went through something traumatic, which is childbirth, whether it was a C-section or if you gave birth vaginally, it's still traumatic for your body. So take it easy, take care of yourself. And you know, you don't get a lot of sleep and a lot of rest during these days, so it's very important that you find something healthy to eat as much as you can, because honestly, we've been on survival mode. My baby's 6 weeks and we're still on survival mode, and just takeout and frozen food, DoorDash, Uber Eats, they've been our best friends. But if you can, try and get some vegetables in, some green juice, something healthy, something nutritional, so that you are able to get through these days. And find a show to watch, enjoy this time, enjoy this moment. And if your partner or your spouse has paternity leave or they have leave, make sure to spend this time with them too, and just enjoy these days. They go by so fast. I know everyone's situation is different, but try to enjoy it as much as you can. It goes by really fast. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I have plenty of content coming up during my time here on maternity leave, and I'm really excited. I'm so inspired. I also have a Spanish channel if you guys are interested in Spanish content, where I will talk about my flight attendant life. So make sure you guys check out the description box below in case you guys are interested in that too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys over in my next video.